Man, I don't think I could be any happier to see you than I am today because, well, it's a little bit of a special day here on the channel. One reason we'll get to in just a little bit, but the other is because we're looking at something that's a little bit off the beaten path. Just ever so slightly different than what we usually cover here, and it's going to be this, thanks to friend of the channel, Event Progenitor. No, I don't mean Titans Return Windblade. We looked at her some time ago. I mean the Toyhax labels upgrade set for her. That's going to be our focus this time around in the latest GotBot True review. Hey guys, welcome back to the channel. I am your host, your definitely most humble of hosts today, Dennis Moulton, aka GotBot. As always, please like, comment, share, of course, subscribe. Of course, subscribe. And while you're at it, that's right, man, hit that notification bell because it lets you know when content of all kinds goes up here on the channel, from countdowns to reviews to stop motions to the live show every Thursday night. Check out Machinery of Man, The Everything Factor, Transformers Collectors NL, the Autobot family, and have a look for me everywhere across social media. All those links I think are down in the description below. And this is Windblade. Now, I said that she was going to be our focus, and I said that you're here on a special day, really for two reasons. She's reason number one, because we don't... I think maybe once I looked at a Toyhax set, so this is really only my second time doing it. The other reason is because as of this recording, you and me, we just passed 2,200 subscribers. Thank you so much. I love you all. My appreciation is boundless. Onward and upward, man. 2,300, 2,400, 2,500, 25,000. Let's keep it going, man. In terms of Windblade here, however, what can I say? I thought that she looked fantastic out of package. I always enjoyed the mix of red and black that make up most of her coloring, broken up by hints of blue. Well, the Toyhax set definitely adds some detail, but just how much detail? Well, let's head over to the table and find out. And of course, here we have our Toyhaxed up Windblade. I don't even know if they're called Toyhax anymore, or reprolabels, or Toyhax reprolabels, or what they're called. They're the stickers that come from Toyhax. There you go. And like, they make her look great. Now, to be fair, because I did this and didn't kind of think about showing it off until after, then I'm not going to do like a before and after, obviously, because this is already done. But what I will do is I'm just going to show you a couple of pictures. I'm pulling these are stills pulled from Universal Collision, just a couple of them. They're going to be the robot mode, just so you can get an idea of the differences that I'm about to talk about. So here's an idea of what she just stock looks like out of package again, just as a reminder. So as you can see from that, we have a lot of solid colors, especially black and red. There is, and always was, some blue up around the collar, and her head is, there's nothing new on her head. Now, that's not to say that all of the stickers used here were perfect. As a matter of fact, several of mine, including the ones here on the wing, and the ones that are supposed to be on her tummy, they weren't cut cleanly. They weren't cut through. The ones for the tummy sadly tore, so I wasn't able to use them. I also did not use any on the turbines. I like the black turbines, but there are stickers for the turbines if you are so inclined. I wanted to only really kind of use the ones that stood out and made a significant difference to me. So what's different here from the image that you just saw? Well, on the front here, the most obvious difference is the thighs. Right here we have a thigh sticker that has metallic blue, and it's almost like a red flame type of deco. Down on the feet there's a little gray and blue piece. We'll see it up closer shortly, or I'll try to show it up closer shortly. Right there in her like pelvis, belly button, we have a little blue sticker. There's supposed to be one on either side of her tummy, but like I said, they tore unfortunately because they weren't cut. Now I've heard, and I am not an expert on this, I've heard that used to be an issue. In fact, I heard if you go back far enough that you used to have to cut them out yourself. I don't know. But I know I experienced it here. I do like the detail on this wing and on the little wings on her arms. It's a little black and metallic blue detail there and there, maybe even a little bit of red detailing in it. And then we come to here on her wings, and what we have is red detailing. The red is not exactly the same as the like red plastic that's here, but it's a good match nevertheless. It looks nice. It has this kind of swirly sort of black detailing on it. I think it looks fantastic. I like Windblade with more red on her wings than black. I feel like that's more accurate, so I'm totally cool with that. That being said, from the side, what can we see? Well, if we turn her to the side, you will notice that again we can see the detail on the wings, and we notice that there's like a semicircle arc type of detail on the leg. And again, it's black with metallic blue. It was all just a solid red, so it's a nice way to sort of break up that solid color. From the back, not a ton to talk about here, except on the back of the wings. Now, I will note this. There is specifically a back and a front to the wings. The wings happen to have a little rectangular notch on the front of them, and there are two stickers that specifically go there. I know this because I accidentally put the two stickers that belong on the front of the wings on one wing on the front and back. There are separate stickers that do not have that little rectangular notch that go on the back of the wings. So be very careful if you get this set that you know exactly what it is that you're putting on. Nevertheless, I think that it looks fantastic. I'm going to try and like give you guys a couple of close-ups of a couple of these stickers before we go on to her plane mode. Going in closely on the leg, again, you can see the detail in the semicircle and on that wing that I talked about earlier. Starting with the feet, you can see the detail down on them, going up to those lower wings and the detail on the thighs. You can see as we go up the detail there on the, I'm going to call it the pelvis, and on the wings on her arms. And of course on the front of the wings. It's too bad that those two stickers that go on the side of her tummy tore. They were blue, kind of like the one that's in her lower pelvis there, so they would have matched up quite nicely. And so here you can see the plane mode, and in this mode we can of course see the detail on the wings. We can of course see the detail still on the feet that are flipped up, on the rear wings, and there's extra detail up by the nose cone. And if we are very lucky, I'm going to reposition this, we can see one more kind of important piece of detail. That being the thrusters on the back, which do kind of offer an idea of what propulsion would be like for Windblade. And of course, here we have a close-up. You can see by the cockpit section there, we have some detailing going on down the body. You can see the detailing there on the feet. And on the rear wing there, that's on both sides. There's one of the wings. You can see the difference in the red. That's the wing on the back. That's the same wing on the front. And you'll notice what I'm talking about with that cutout right there. It was easy enough to miss. Nevertheless, functionality is exactly the same naturally. Transformation's the same, articulation's the same. This just changes her aesthetically. And in this case, because she is more a character that was G1 inspired, and we don't really have that original animation, the closest we have to go off of is either Robots in Disguise or the most recent Cyberverse. Of course, we could also relate it to like the Prime Wars trilogy. And honestly, I feel like that with these labels, they give her just a little bit of a pop in detailing and in metallic blue that just helps her to shine a little bit brighter than she did before. And she was already pretty fantastic. And here we are again, and here we have Windblade once again, and I think she looks fantastic. Functionally, she's exactly the same, but the blue is like a metallic blue that offers just a nice luster and sheen to her silhouette. The wing detailing is where the huge difference comes in, and some might argue that now there's too much red on her wings. I actually think that that's accurate. I think she's supposed to have more red on her wings, so I dig it. The spiraling detail is just a little added bonus that matches her overall motif. Yes, one could say that she's fine the way she came at a package. I've been happy with it for a long time, but I'm not going to pretend that this doesn't add a nicer look and a better fit and finish to her overall. Let me know what you think about her and what you think about this set. You know I love to hear from you guys always. I appreciate you dropping by and giving me some of your extremely valuable time. Again, please hit that subscribe button, and if you're in a position to help the channel to grow, there's a donation link down in the description. Don't ever forget that you make a difference every day. And I look forward to the next time that you and I get together to have another visit, either in the live streams, at the stop motion premieres, or the old fashioned way, man, right here inside the videos.